For almost 2 centuries, coal and steel were the engine of economic progress and social restructuring. The Ruhr area was considered the key benchmark for industrial innovation power in Europe. Its rapid transformation from a dominant coal and steel industry to a stronghold of the service sector is thus all the more conspicuous. In my opinion, the Ruhr area is unique. It's a region turning into a type of metropolis that Europe has not seen before. For this metropolis is made of 53 cities, 53 identities, 53 constitutions and characters. The Ruhr Metropolis is a conurbation with a population of just over 5 million. Local public transportation is consequentially well developed. Thanks to the introduction of a uniform fare system, the same ticket can now be used on most trains and buses in the region. There are ICE connections to practically all European metropolises. The motorway network in the region is dense. Numerous parallel carriageways are able to absorb the traffic volume. Freight traffic profits from a tight interconnection with other ways of transportation, such as inland navigation. While bulk goods like coal and ores made up the main cargo of inland vessels in the past, nowadays containers are the dominant freight. Duisport, the port of Duisburg, is Europe's largest inland port, transshipping approximately 80 million tons per year. Its well-developed canals make the region the key hub of European inland navigation. Airport Dortmund puts a major airport inside the metropolis. The Cologne, Bonn and Düsseldorf airports are also easy to reach. The good infrastructure, as well as the proximity to the Benelux countries, are certainly among the reasons why famous companies are headquartered in the Ruhr Metropolis. This is a melting pot of many different nationalities that welcomes all guests, including economically active ones. That is why I would recommend to any investor that they invest in the Ruhr Metropolis or the Ruhr area. The firms of the region's steel industry are highly specialized and have been able to assert themselves successfully in the global competition. Traditionally, energy companies have been well represented in the metropolis. The Ruhr Metropolis is an incredibly dynamic region, and especially when it comes to energy and the energy sector. I think it becomes obvious why the majority of those companies are actually located here. New life is moving into the old mining properties. Specialized companies are successfully restructuring industrial wasteland. The growing significance of vehicle and machine construction, as well as electrical and precision engineering, has led the region to become a high-tech location in Europe. New technologies are researched and applied successfully. Innovative institutions such as the Technology Center in Dortmund and the Mont-Cenis Training Academy are gauges for the world of tomorrow. The health economy is an additional pillar in the economic structure. Employment is led by the service industry. About 70% of the jobs are in that sector. Media service providers are aplenty. The WAZ Media Group is one of the largest. It is headquartered in Essen and publishes numerous regional dailies. With 6 universities, 9 colleges and a multitude of research institutes, the Ruhr Metropolis boasts one of Europe's densest research and education landscapes. Engineering and natural sciences are particularly well represented. The Rhine and Ruhr state is increasingly gaining in attractiveness and quality of life. Wasteland is turned into parkland and nearby recreational spaces. Still, many traditional features have survived, such as the working-class housing estates with their quaint little backyard gardens. Football plays a strong social and integrative role in the Ruhr area. No other region in Germany has so many Bundesliga clubs. It's always characterized life in the Ruhr area. Football was all there ever was. You went to work, you did your shift in the pit, and after clocking out, you went to the field. When I think about home, I still see the Hugo Pit, the Shaft Tower, and Schalke 04. They've always been one. The Metropolis is currently reinventing its recreational and cultural offering. Quite naturally, former pits and railway depots are not turned into lifeless museums of the former industrialization, but rather into places where history is actively experienced. Nowhere in the world is there so much culture per square meter as here. We have countless museums, theaters, concert halls. And I'm convinced that this Ruhr area has good prospects. Transformation is all around. Spoil piles are becoming a walkable art installation. Former factory halls are becoming theatre stages. There's a musical about technical innovation and bidding farewell to the scrap metal, which has been successful for years. Starlight Express. In Bochum, it can be experienced twice every night. The Ruhr Metropolis just has a knack of reconciling opposites: tradition and progress. The book on the economic location of the Ruhr Metropolis was published by the European Economic Publishing House. For news and facts about the location, visit the website business.metropolruhr.de. Further information on European business locations is available on our internet portal ebn24.com.